Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise here on MLB The Show 24, and welcome to the 2025 Homerun Derby as we're here in the championship round. It's Yordan Alvarez going up against Shohei Ohtani, and for those who didn't see last year's All-Star episode, it was Ohtani and Chicago Cubs' Patrick Wisdom in the finals, and Wisdom went on to win the Homerun Derby, so Ohtani now in his third Homerun Derby, looking for his first title. Alvarez out of the gate, going to go yard there, 429. And a good way to start this episode with some long balls. Who doesn't like some dingers here? Alvarez, I forget who he beat on his side of the bracket. We'll take another look here. Alvarez hit 12 in the first round and beat JD Martinez, and then beat the hometown guy here in Matt Olson. The Braves fans in attendance really rooting him on, although he couldn't pull away. So look at the semifinals there. Ohtani had 6 to Bregman's 5, but on the other side, Alvarez to Olson, 14-13. Going back to the first round, Freddie Freeman lost to Ohtani by 1 home run there, 13-12, and Freddie Freeman received a nice standing ovation, a nice reception here in his return to Atlanta. Bregman beat Juan Soto in the first round and then fell to Ohtani, and Matt Olson took down Rafael Devers in the first round, while Yordan Alvarez took down JD Martinez, and we'll kick it back up here. Alvarez has one of those 440-foot home run bonuses. One more, and then he'll get an extra 30 seconds. So now through a minute, he's at 4 home runs and does secure that bonus. So this round shaping up to be a pretty good one here against Alvarez and Ohtani. Like I said last year, Patrick Wisdom won the Home Run Derby, and his Cubs would go on to win the World Series. So maybe that trend will continue this year. We'll see. The Dodgers, of course, atop the MLB as they've been here the past few seasons. Alvarez now at 10 going into bonus time. It could be an Astros-Dodgers World Series rematch this year from a few years back, as Alvarez is swinging a whiff. And still at 11, maybe time for 2 more. That one does not get out of here, and that's it. So he gets 11 along with 480, which I think probably is the longest home run so far. So Ohtani needs a dozen to secure his first Home Run Derby championship. We'll see if he can pull it out here. First pitch there to Ohtani goes oppo, but looks like it was short. And then a foul ball. Going up against 11, you kind of need a quick start here. And now 30 seconds in, only with 2 home runs. Although he does have 1 for the 30-second bonus. Make it 2, so the bonus is already secured. And he's only at 3. This one looks like it should be good. 455. Ohtani now at 4 home runs. Make it 5. 45 seconds remaining here before bonus time, now at 6. And now he's getting into a little groove. That's 7. Another one, maybe like 4 or 5 in a row now from Ohtani. And he is in the zone. About this one. That one's out. So just 2 more here in bonus time for Ohtani to secure the Home Run Derby championship. Now just 1 away with 20 seconds. And that's it. And Shohei Ohtani in his 3rd Home Run Derby takes home his first Home Run Derby crown. You see Alvarez, Ohtani paying some respect. They're a good competition between 2 tremendous athletes who are set for, both of them have had multiple All-Star appearances. And there's Ohtani flashing the hardware. And now we'll move forward in the All-Star festivities and pick it up with the All-Star game. And so for the All-Star game, we're just going to quick manage it until we get to Max Fried, who is our lone representative this year in the All-Star game. The 4th starting pitcher voted in to the National League. So Logan Webb against Kevin Gausman here in the 2025 All-Star game. Bobby Witt to lead it off. A ground-out, strikeout, and strikeout. So clean inning there from Webb. And now Gausman on here against Nico Horner, who's made back-to-back All-Star games. A solo home run to start. And that's what you like to see from the National League. Freddie Freeman playing in his old stadium flies out. Now Acuna, his old teammate, strikes out. And now Juan Soto, a double. Now Mookie Betts. And he had an RBI, or an RBI opportunity, but the player was thrown out there at the plate. Now Webb, we'll give him another inning maybe. That was really clean to start with 2 strikeouts. And he gets another 1, 2, 3. So a performance like that in the All-Star game, you might be in line to be player of the game. Bryan Reynolds a double, now part of the Cardinals, traded there last season. Will Smith now up. Now Michael Harris playing in his home ballpark. He gets a single. So now runners on the corners for Hoerner, and he flies out. So tremendous start from Webb, but we will go to the bullpen, bringing a new starter. Spencer Strider just misses out on starting the All-Star game at Truist Park. We'll see how what he does here in the third. At his first batter, he gives up a solo shot to Adley Rutschman. Now Altuve, strikeout Bregman, fly out, and then a Bobby Witt strikeout. So Freddie Freeman on to lead us off as they go to Joe Ryan. Strikeout, ground out, fly out. Now the top of the fourth. And we'll bring on Zach Wheeler. Max Fried will pitch the next inning. Yordan Alvarez draws a walk. Steals a base. He doesn't steal very often. A single there from Guerrero Jr. Now Mike Trout up with 2 runners on. And he draws a walk. So now Adley Rutschman on. Should we go to the pen here? We do have a bunch of relievers. Who would be the closer? I guess Helsley got voted in as the closer. 36 out of 40. And you typically don't get to all these guys. Iglesias, the Brave, we'll bring him in to try and get an out here. As he does get the fly out. A clutch out there from Iglesias. As we will bring in Max Fried to pitch the 5th. Now Mookie Betts on a double. Arenado, line out, Bryan Reynolds. A 2-run home run from Bryan Reynolds. Will Smith a double. Michael Harris strikes out. Hoerner draws a walk. Now Freddie Freeman up. Runners on first and second, 2 away. And he gets an RBI single. Now Acuna. And he does get an RBI single as well. So Freeman and Acuna, the former Braves teammates, they deliver here. And as we do bat around here, they bring in Jose Suarez. Another RBI single. Is that 3 straight RBI singles? Is now Mookie Betts on. He started off the inning with a double. Draws a walk. Now the base is loaded for Arenado. And he lines out. And now we'll take over here in the top of the 5th with Max Fried making the All-Star game here in his first season with the Rockies. Although he is pitching in his former ballpark. A 10-4 start in Colorado after signing a 4-year deal in the offseason. Starts out Altuve there with a ball. Ryan McMahon just missed out on an all-star appearance. Pete Alonso not too far behind there in the first baseman voting. Danny Jansen, he was the 4th catcher, but all of them didn't quite make the cut. Now the 1-1 to Altuve, and he absolutely smashes that foul. Max Fried, not a strikeout pitcher by any means. I want to say he might average maybe just over half a strikeout per inning. And is that 1-2 changeup in the dirt? I think we'll go front door curveball here. Fried, the ace of our Colorado staff, as that curveball hangs up in the zone, but it does plop in there for a strike. 1 up, 1 down for Fried. Now here's Alex Bregman, fresh off a participation there in the Homerun Derby, signed an extension with the Astros last year. First pitch ball from Fried. And now the 1-0. Last year, Brendan Rodgers, the Rockies All-Star representative, his first. Rodgers on a contract year. No more years of arbitration, so we're really at a crossroads whether we should trade him at this upcoming deadline or not. Sinker down low, now 2-1. I didn't mean to go curveball, but we'll just ride with it. We'll go backdoor. Chops that foul, now a 2-2. I think we'll elevate the eye level. Fastball up in the zone. See if he offers at it. And swing and a miss right down Main Street. And Bregman misses that one. Free. 2 strikeouts to start his day as the AL lineup turns over. Bobby Witt batting leadoff, 0 for 2. First pitch to Witt. Just misses. Now the 1-0. Then we'll go back to the fastball here. That is sent out to right field. Acuna giving chase, settles underneath. And a 1-2-3 inning from Fried with 2 strikeouts. Might have to leave him in for 1 more. Was it 6-1? 6-1 here for the NL All-Stars. More runs scored than the AL has hits as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's Bryan Reynolds up. Homered in his last at-bat. This time a double. He's now 3 for 3. Will Smith, a ground out. Michael Harris, ground out now Hoerner. A 2-run home run. So Hoerner now with 2 home runs. The NL up 8-1. Freddie Freeman a single. Now Acuna, a ground out. I think we'll take back over here with Fried with 2 lefties due up. We'll give him 2 more batters here, see how he does. If it wasn't our user player, we'd probably just take him out at this point, but we want to get at least a little gameplay here in this year's All-Star game. Next year, I think next year it's Baltimore? I could be wrong. Baltimore, tremendous ballpark. Been there a bunch of times. Now the 1-1 from Fried. And a good fastball up and inside. Does get in there for a strike. I think we'll go with the slider down and away. Lethal 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. Carter chasing. And that was ugly. Now 1 away. And we'll give Fried one more batter here. Yordan Alvarez. And we saw earlier in this episode to start, he fell in the Homerun Derby championship to Shohei Ohtani. Fouls off that first pitch sinker. Now the 0-1. That's inside. Now the 1-1. And that gets in there. Alvarez looking all the way. Now let's see how Fried attacks him here. Ahead 1-2. Swing and a miss. 5 outs for Fried, 4 via strikeout. And I even said he's not even a strikeout pitcher, but I guess we just got to work to the big stage to get the best out of him. So I would love to just keep going along with him here, but we need to get all these pitchers some action. Now 1 out. Aaron Judge up. We'll go to Adbert Alzaway, the Cubs closer. And he gets a strikeout, so he gets the job done. Now Juan Soto up 2 for 3. And we got to start going to some of these guys on the bench. I think we'll go with Arias here with the poor glove. Put him in the DH spot. Christian Javier on to pitch for the AL. Arias gets a single. Now Mookie Betts up 2 for 2. We'll give him another at-bat. He strikes out now. Nolan Arenado. Brian Hayes, the reserve third baseman. We'll give him a pinch hit here as he does get a single. So now Brian Reynolds on 3 for 3. I think we got to give him one more at-bat. And he gets a RBI single now, 4 for 4. Which brings up Will Smith. We'll go to one of the backup catchers here. We'll go with William Contreras. Runs on the corners. He strikes out. Now Michael Harris. And we'll go to Corbin Carroll. Runs on the corners. 2 outs. Corbin Carroll does strike out. And now we'll just go back to the bullpen here. And we still never threw out Hunter Green. I didn't even notice that. So we'll give him a full inning here. Assuming he can withstand these hitters. Jaron Duran. Ground out. Rutschman. And he strikes out. So Nico Hoerner back up. 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. We'll give him another at-bat. He flies out. Now Freddie Freeman will go to the bench. Alex Kirilloff makes the All-Star game. I wonder what team he's on right now. I think he's on the Mets, actually. So Kirilloff might be the Mets representative this year. He gets a single. Now Fernando Tatis on for his first at-bat. A single. Arias back up. And he gets an RBI single. Now 10-1. And we'll go to Dansby Swanson here. Swanson fresh off a World Series championship with Nico Hoerner, fellow All-Star. And an RBI single from... How many RBI singles in this game? 21 hits to 2 hits. This is absolutely absurd. And Brian Hayes, an RBI double. A run does get thrown out there at the plate. Brian Reynolds 4 for 4. We got to give him one more. And he flies out. So now 2 more innings. We have 5 pitchers to work with. We'll bring on Alexis Diaz. Double. Actually, can we bring in some better fielders at this spot? I think we'll just stick with it for now. Altuve a double. Now Bregman on. He walks. Bobby Witt. They go with a pinch hitter there. Bo Bichette. A double play ball there. Now Evan Carter on. Pinch hit there to JD Martinez. And he does get the RBI single. And we'll just bring in Luis Patino here just to try and get one more out. Randy Arozarena on for a pinch hit. And he's out. So now William Contreras to lead us off gets a walk. Corbin Carroll flies out. Now we will pinch hit Nico Hoerner for Bogarts. Bogarts flies out. Kirilloff back up. Playing first base. We'll just leave him there. Let him have it. He strikes out. So this could be the last inning. We'll throw Gabriel Moreno on at catcher. And I think we'll throw Nimmo into left field. And just keep C.J. Abrams as our lone bench player still there. So Ryan Helsley voted as the closer here. A tremendous season with the Cardinals. 1.4 ERA, 55 strikeouts in 45 innings. See how he does. Aaron Judge draws a walk. Now Mitch Garver Pinch hit to Nathaniel Lowe. He strikes out. Now Jaron Duran. Pinch hit there to Jake Rogers. Strikes out. So down to their final out. Rutschman draws a walk. Now Altuve. Singles. Now Alex Bregman on bases loaded. And we'll just go to one of these other arms here. Evan Phillips. Another standout closer here in the NL. And he gets the strikeout as the NL wins 12-2. And what a performance from the National League. This has to be like the biggest deficit in an All-Star game. Usually they're fairly even. 1, 2 runs, 3 runs. But this time, not at all. Max Fried, 1 2/3 with 4 strikeouts. Tremendous showing from him in his first All-Star game as a member of the Colorado Rockies. Iglesias does get the win. Raisel Iglesias gets the win, the Braves relief pitcher. And Brian Reynolds is the All-Star Game MVP. 4 for 5, a home run, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. And now we're back here in the MLB post-All-Star break. What are we at? 97 games played, so we have 65 left. The Rockies currently 22 games out of the Dodgers, who are tied with the Cardinals, it looks like, for the best record. Actually, the Rays have the best record at 69-29, and the Dodgers a half game behind the Cardinals for the best record in the NL. Only 5 games out of a wild card spot, which I'm shocked to see. 11 games under 500, but we've been playing stronger baseball in this, towards the All-Star break. We had a really rough stretch there in April, but since then we've been playing decent baseball. May, I think we had a really good month. June, not as good, but still like 500 baseball. And 500 was the goal this year. Last year we only won like 69, 70 games. This year we're hoping to go 81-81, but we definitely have some catch up to do in the second half post All-Star break. So now we're prompted to sign our draft picks for the first time. And if you missed the last episode, I highly recommend you check it out. Dream draft scenario for us. We were able to get Alex Parra at number 7, even though he was the second ranked player in the draft. For scouting, we kind of went heavy infield, a little bit of outfield after taking 6 pitchers last year. So it was good to get a corner infielder here. Alex Parra, strong arm there at the hot corner, a very, very good hitter, maybe one of the best hitters from this past draft. So we'll go ahead and try and sign him. We have, what's our budget? 12.0 pretty much. So he's going to eat like half of that. 58% interest. So we'll just go to 6.58. And Alex Parra does sign with the Rockies. And I'm interested to see what his full overall will be once we get to that point. In the second round, we had David Castillo, who I was fully willing to take at number 7 if he was our best option. He ended up slipping all the way to 44. Love that potential at 89-99. A pretty high ceiling, pretty high floor with the 58-68 overall to start. 6'4", 239. This dude's an absolute unit. Could play tight end, for the Colorado Buffaloes if they need him. So a really good contact hitter with good vision discipline. Not as good in the field, but good speed to kind of compensate for that. So he's very interested. I think we could just go with 1.46. Well, that does not get the job done. So who's next? Muhammad Huffman. We picked him at 77. He's only at 43% interest, so we will have to leave him here a few signing periods just to get that interest back up. And then who was after him? I think Tom Park, who our scouts had at 4 on the overall board, but the MLB had him at 174, so we reached for him a little bit at 81. But if our scouts are right on him, he could be a potential Gold Glove second baseman. Has the shortstop designation as well. Not a good hitter, but decent contact versus righties. But we pick him for his speed and his fielding. So Tom Park, let's see if we could lock him up. 872, only wants 654. We'll meet him in the middle, kind of 732. And that does get the job done. So Tom Park, welcome to the organization officially. And now we had Ken Ramirez, our lone catching option. We had some guys at the top of the board, but after scouting, they went down a little bit. So Ramirez we opted for in the later rounds at 111 overall. Tremendous contact, especially against righties with good vision discipline and a supremely strong arm at the backstop. So potential backup catcher, probably not the most potential there, just 66 to 85, but hopefully it can develop into a solid player. We go 543, that does get the job done. So we still have 4.22 and only 4 more players to sign. And Luis Castro, our last round pick, just a center fielder. Our scouts liked him more than the MLB board did. And we'll just give him 285 as he does accept that. So is that 3 or 4 draft picks already signed? Only 3 left now. So we are only going to sim ahead to the trade deadline. And next episode, we'll pick up with the trade deadline. We'll sim through August a little bit. So in this episode, we're only going to get through about 2 weeks or so. What is that? 12 games, a dozen games. So we'll see if we can make up any more ground. We'll maybe get a player lock game here shortly with somebody. And we'll look at the lineup. So we put Adele at the top. He's since gone cold. We had Rogers in that spot, but he was really, really struggling. At one point, he was like 6 for 61. But I think since we moved him down in the lineup, he's kind of turned it around a little bit. I do think I want to take Brian out. He's gone cold. Montero, we've kind of taken him out. We'll get him some more at-bats here. Put Pete Alonso at DH for now. And I do want to get Yanquiel Fernandez back in the lineup. But we'll give Adele a few more games at the top, see how he does. And then maybe we'll go back to Yanquiel Fernandez. So now we'll sim this one. We have a series against Baltimore, who are currently second in the AL East. 6 games behind the Rays, who we said have the best record in the MLB. So Kyle Freeland will start it off here, post All-Star break for us. And he has a shutout going into the 9th. I think he's had like 3, 4 shutouts in the last 2 seasons. Bidding for another one here as we do get the job done. 4-0 shutout post All-Star break. Adele has a home run, McMahon a home run, and Pete Alonso 2 home runs. So 4 solo shots in this game. The source of all our scoring. Adele was 2 for 3. Pete Alonso 3 for 4. That's crazy. That was all our production. So Freeland got taken out there in the 9th. And Taj Bradley on for the save. No base runners there in a good outing. Now Jack Flaherty on against Grayson Rodriguez. And we dropped this one 11-2. Not a good showing. Alonso, another home run. So 3 home runs in 2 games since the All-Star break. 3 for 3 in this game. Adele, Alonso, Rogers, each with a double. Pitching Flaherty just did not. He's been so up and down this year. 6 earned in just 3 2/3. Yarbrough, 3 earned in 1 inning. Gilbreth, 2 earned in 2 1/3. But Estevez, 2 scoreless innings. And now we do go back to signed draft picks. We got to leave Huffman there, only 46% interested. So now we're back at Castillo. And we'll bump him up to 1.72 as he does sign. And that leaves us with 2 more players to sign. We'll let Marmolejo go a little bit more with only at 80% scouting. And his potential now at 90 to 97. So he's going to come in as a low to mid 50. But the potential through the roof. And maybe a good late round investment. So we 1-1 post All-Star break here. The rubber match. Chase Dollander on against John Means. Taj Bradley on for the save. No outs, runner on first. And the Orioles do come back to win that one. Our bullpen has just been atrocious all year. I thought the signings we made in the offseason would kind of supplement that, but it's probably been worse than it was last year. Tovar and Santander, 2, each with a home run. Tovar also a double. Pitching Chase Dollander, a good outing, 6 2/3, just 2 earned with 9 strikeouts, maybe the best he's had since being called back up. Estevez, 2/3 of scoreless work. Gilbreth, 2/3 of scoreless work. But Taj Bradley, the blown save and the loss. And we don't like to see that now. A 4-game set against the Padres. And I think in one of these we will get a player lock game. So what we got here? We're down 5-4. Brendan Rodgers up with Jason DeLeon first. Let's see if we can come back. As we do, a good comeback win there against the Padres, who at this point we're even with in the standings. Definitely did not expect to see that, especially considering they brought Juan Soto back in free agency this past offseason. Marmolejo now at 90% scouting. The potential now at 90 to 96. And Huffman is ready to sign. Give him just 1.01. He does sign. So Marmolejo, the last player we have to come to an agreement with. Now Kyle Quantrill on against Dylan Cease. And Quantrill more than likely going to be on the move at the deadline. Just 2 more starts here with the Rockies. Justin Lawrence on. Tie game 4-4, top of the 8th. And the Padres break that one open. They scored 5 in the top of the 9th. And we've got McMahon and Montero, each with a home run in this game. Rosario, Santander, Jansen with doubles. Rogers had a multi-hit day. Quantrill, 0 earned in 6 innings, so his trade value definitely going up in his past few starts. Gilbreth, a scoreless inning. But Lawrence, 2 earned in an inning. John Curtis, 3 earned in just 1/3. And Lucas Sims has been solid in his past couple outings. Now, game 3 here, Kyle Freeland against Michael King. Tom Cosgrove on. We're up 13-4. Nolan Jones a triple short of the cycle. And the score did not change. Let's see if Jones got the cycle. He did not, but he still went 3 for 5. McMahon and Tovar also with home runs. A bunch of doubles in this game. Tovar was 1 for 5. Montero and Fernandez each 3 for 5. Multiple RBIs for them. Danny Jansen 2 for 4. McMahon a couple hits. Freeland 4 earned and 5 1/3. Estevez, he's been so strong. 2 2/3 of scoreless work. And a good rebound there from Justin Lawrence. A scoreless inning of work. So Jack Flaherty now on against Joe Musgrove. And I think we'll actually just wait here for Texas and get a player lock game there. We'll sim this one 5-5 in extra innings. And we'll just simulate Estevez on, 2 runners on. And we come away with a win 12-11. So in the top of the 10th, or I'm sorry, in this 10th, each team scored 2. Then San Diego scored 4 in the top of the 11th. And we came back with 5 to walk it off. Rosario 2 for 6 at the top. Nolan Jones 1 hit. Santander 2 for 6. Jansen 2 for 4. Tovar 2 for 5. Tovar had a triple, a home run. Rosario, Alonso, Santander, Jansen with doubles. Nolan Jones and Jansen home runs. Jack Flaherty another bad outing. 8 hits, 3 walks, 4 earned in 5. Gilbreth 2 scoreless innings. Lucas Sims 1 earned in 2 1/3. And Estevez finally he got shelled a little bit. 3 earned in 1 1/3. And then John Curtis gets the win, even though he gave up 3 hits, an earned run, and a walk in just a 3rd inning of work. Now it's time for some baseball. We're here at Globe Life Park, and we're going to get a player lock game in with Joe Adell, the former AL West player there with the Angels, who we acquired a couple episodes back as we sent German Marquez and Sean Bouchard to the Angels as they look to, stabilize their pitching staff a little bit with the addition of Marquez. Now, a player lock game with Joe Adell, as I said, and he just was slipping there with the Angels, really just wasn't having much success, especially at the plate. His production there dipped a lot, so we figured he needed a change of scenery. The average has gone up a little bit, and we're in dire need of a leadoff hitter with the struggles there to Brendan Rodgers. Even Rodgers, not a conventional leadoff hitter, but he was pulling it off, especially batting over 300 last year. So Adell here will kick us off, and we'll see what we can do with him. First pitch, we roped that to right field as Garcia will settle underneath, and he makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out here as Adell flies out to right. And now it's the bottom of the 2nd. Leody Taveras on. Runner on first. Adell manning center field. A base hit there. As we do rope it there to 3rd. And we got him! I had to pause there in the commentary to go with the button sequence. But a tremendous throw there by Adell. Right on the money. And a good tag there by McMahon. We're going to the 3rd inning. Still tied. 0-0. And now we are here. Top of the 3rd. Runner on first. Still scoreless here in Texas. Adell roped a fastball to right earlier. And a swing and a miss a little late on that fastball. I was going to just look at one. Look at a couple more pitches, but that one was a little too nice, but late. And now the slurve inside evened up 1-1. The trade deadline is looming. Cal Quantrill likely on the move, but I'm still undecided on Brendan Rodgers. Swing and a miss there from Adell, now down 1-2. Good eye there. The slurve misses away. And now evened up 2-2. Swing and a miss, chasing the high cheese. And John Gray gets us swinging, already his 4th strikeout of the day. And now we're back up. It's 5-0 now. Seager had that 2-run home run, also a 2 RBI double. And Jonah Heim with solo home run. Runners on first and second, 1 away here. And Adell does not have a good clutch rating, only at 48, 57 power, 39 vision. Not the ideal leadoff hitter by any means. A good eye there, fastball inside. So that's something we're going to have to address over the offseason, bring in a speedy contact guy to hit at the top of the lineup. Again, we're chasing the high fastball, 1-2 now. Our last player lock game, we hit 3 home runs with Danny Jansen over the Green Monster. Hoping to get, well, it won't be better results here as we're already 0 for 2, but if we can get in the hit column here with Adell, I'll be happy. And then a good slurve there going off speed. Mixing in the fastball well in the previous pitches. Already 9 strikeouts now for Gray. And now it's the top of the 7th. Nolan Jones hit a solo home run to get us on the board. Gray still out there. 88 pitches to this point. 5-1. Swing and a miss on the slider. And we're just not having a good day at the plate right now. Another swing and a miss. Can't hit anything right now. 0-2. I don't even want to know what Gray's strikeout count is at this point with another time through the lineup. The 1-2. That one misses as well. Again, evened up 2-2, trying to avoid our 3rd strikeout of the day. That one inside as well. Now full count. Ryan McMahon on deck, still batting over 300. Here's the payoff pitch. And a good eye from Adele, working the count in that at-bat. Gray starting to show some signs of fatigue. And here's Ryan McMahon, just missed out on the All-Star game. A 1-2 count. They're going to try and pick us off here, but we get back with ease. And now Gray will do it again. Going to take a secondary lead here. McMahon, a big pop-out, big pop-up. A lot of hang time on this. That's one still in the air. And I think that's Simeon to gather it for the out. Now 2 away here in the top of the 7th. And here's Nolan Jones, a 1-2 count. Already with a home run in this one. And swing and a miss, and that's going to do it here. It's time to stretch in Texas as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Rangers still up 5-1. And we do get another plate appearance here. 0 for 3 with a walk. Josh Sporb's on for the Rangers. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Got to get in the hit column here, Joe. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Definitely late on that. Adele 207 with runners in scoring position. Again, late on the fastball. That one 99 miles per hour. At threat here of our 3rd K. That one off the plate. Now the 1-2 from Sporbs. That one off the plate as well. Again, evened up 2-2. Adele falling behind early in counts, but working them back. And that time, the slider got us as we go down swinging for the 3rd time. Adele 0 for 4 with a walk, and Texas does take this one. We dropped game 1 of this 3-game series here at Globe Life Park. With a final score of 5-1, Dollander just 3 2/3, 11 hits allowed with 5 earned. John Gray gets the win, and Sporbs his 32nd save. Corey Seager, the player of the game. A poor showing there from Adele, and now just 4 more games left. What do we post All-Star break? We're an even 4-4 post All-Star break. Let's see if we can win at least 3 out of 4 here to end the episode. So Marmolejo does go up 91 and 96 potential. Decent contact, great speed, a good glove. It's going to take him a while to work his way up to the big leagues, but you love the potential that late in the draft. He doesn't sign here, but we still have 2 or 3 more periods to sign him. We'll simulate this game 2 here. Max Fried on against Tyler Molly. And we do get the win 7-4. Roger Santander and Jason DeLay each with home runs. Santander and Rogers multi-hit games. Max Fried just 5 1/3, 4 earned, 5 walks, 7 hits. Not a good day for him, but he does get the win. Lucas Sims 2 2/3 scoreless. Estevez, Curtis Bradley each with a scoreless inning out of the pen. Now game 3 as we try to take this series here. Cal Quantrill, which will be his last start as a member of the Rockies, assuming we trade him at the deadline, which is a very strong possibility here against Nathan Eovaldi. Ameno Clase, recently acquired from the Rangers earlier this season on Santander. Just a triple away from the cycle, and we're up 8-2. And we do hold there. So back-to-back wins, you'll love to see that, especially against a very good Texas team. Rosario in the leadoff spot. Maybe we just got to start having Rosario in the leadoff spot. I think Adele, I don't think he should be in the starting lineup anymore. Montero might have to take him out. But Santander and Jansen each with 3 hits. Santander had a double, a single, and a home run. Jansen, a home run, 2 singles. Tovar, a home run in this one. Rosario, a triple, and Quantrill, another very good start. 2 earned in 7 innings, and Lucas Gilbreth, 2 scoreless. And now just 2 games left here. 2 games set against the Dodgers before we hit August. So now 49 and 58. Let's take a look at the trade block. Who we got here? So Soto, why is he on here? They just signed him, and now they want to trade him. David Bednar, Josh Naylor, Tristan McKenzie, the top-rated pitcher on the market, along here with Buehler, Means, Manning, and the Orioles contending. They just re-signed Means. Why would they want to trade him? Walker Buehler now on the Phillies having a very bad season. I think we might have pursued him in the offseason. Matt Manning, Bailey Ober, Jeffrey Springs, and the Rays, they're the best team in the league. Why are they trying to trade one of their better pitchers? Where's Quantrill all the way down here? He's having a decent year though, 5-9. He started off 0-7, a very tough start to the season, but has since calmed down a lot. And he's going to be one of the stronger arms here that gets moved at the deadline. I can't imagine all these guys ahead of him get traded. So we're definitely going to field some offers to start next episode, and we'll see how that goes. Now, a 2-game set here against the Dodgers to close. We have Kyle Freeland on the mound against Bobby Miller, and we lose 5-3. And let's see if we can get Marmolejo signed. And we do. So our complete draft class is signed, which is good. You love to see that. And I will simulate this last game of the episode. Jack Flaherty on against Dustin May. And Flaherty really needs to have a strong start here. It's been rough going for him lately. And there we go. No run support, though. We're up 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Flaherty's sporting a shutout. And we can't hang on. We fall 3-2. And again, our bullpen can't get the job done. Dylan Beavers. We're getting a trade offer here for Santander. The Orioles want him back. They didn't re-sign him, but they want him back. And we're not trading him. He's starting to really come around here. And he's playing some very strong baseball. So now we're at the trade deadline. We are we even after the All-Star break at 5-5, I believe? Oh, no, I'm sorry, 6-6 after the All-Star break. Now 49-60. Now a game and a half behind San Diego, so they made up some ground. And I'm really hoping we can work our way back in the second half. We're now 109 games through the season, just 1 month away from September call-ups. And I think our guys are going to be... if you watched last episode, you saw us tear it up with Adiel Amador in the Futures game, as he was Futures game MVP for the second straight season. His production in AAA, not the best. So the bat, I think, still needs to come around a little bit before we call him up. So I'm not sure if he's going to make September call-ups or not. Ken Hughes, who we traded from Baltimore, he's just a stellar reliever, the top closer in last year's draft. Peter Lambert, he spent all year up in the big leagues last year, but didn't make the cut. He might be up there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see how it develops down the stretch. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. A good episode, a shorter episode. We got through the Homerun Derby, the All-Star game, where the NL won 12-2. Love to see that. I think Brian Reynolds there, the MVP of that game. 6-6 so far post All-Star break, with some moves to come to start next episode. So, as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.